Matthews. Ryan Jack, another Danbury, Connecticut native, moving up from 133 a year ago. He's still not a big 41-pounder. Spent a lot of time last year on what he weighed. Very strong, has that Jack strength, and here comes Cole Matthews. Twice this year, ACC Wrestler of the Week, and yeah, he's healthy.
A healthy Cole Matthews is a dangerous Cole Matthews. And so this is what happens with Cole Matthews. Everyone knows that he is lightning quick. He has a really good front headlock. And if you shoot on him, he has a great reshot. So when these two wrestled before, Ryan Jack didn't do too much of the offense because he knew what to happen. And as soon as he took a shot, what happened? Cole Matthews did a front headlock, finished it, and won the match. So Cole Matthews is accustomed to people just kind of waiting and not doing too much of an offense on him because of his quickness. But Ryan Jack, he beat a very quick Keyshawn Clark, who was lightning fast. He got a takedown to ice it with 4 seconds left.
The only 2 losses this year for Matthews, to D'Amelio of Ohio State. That was a 1-pointer, and then he lost to Penn, CJ Composto, 7-5, and that was at the Illinois Matman at the turn of the year. Low shot by Jack, submarine single.
Looking for a neutral danger call, so he's trying to pull it over. And now he's going to try and go under and look towards. Now it looks like it could be some look at this. We'll talk about shiftiness here. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Takedown. That was shifty. He kind of sat on his butt and then came back around. The guy can wrestle. Really good spatial awareness. Knows his body, where it is. Didn't panic. And this is why people don't like to shoot on Cole Matthews, because he's so crafty here. And he'll lull you to sleep, thinking that, okay, I'm going to pop up, and then before you know it, you're in a cement mixer. Before you know it, he'll throw you in a headlock. Cole Matthews, you got to be careful with him. He's dangerous. Look at the quickness there. Good job by Jack to get out. So he was sitting back and just kind of slipped behind to get the first takedown.
.37 seconds to go. First period, 2-1. Matthews behind the scramble, able to come out with the 2.
As you said before, Matthews will lull you to sleep. Looks like I'm not doing much. But then he explodes, and you find out that he's behind you. So Ryan Jack is not going to fall for it. He knows that he has to be very particular when he creates his offense.
First period winding down, and the takedown by Matthews. And that is it. 2-1. Cole Matthews out in front of Ryan Jack, who's trying to follow Big Brother's footsteps. There is his brother Kevin Jack, a 3-time All-American, now an assistant with Pat Pompalizio and this staff, and he's had a fun day watching his brother perform. 4-year starter for the Wolfpack, and as we talked about, 3-time All-American. It's always neat when you see guys return to their alma mater and help out inside the wrestling room. And we talked about Gwizdowski, what he meant for NCC winning the 2 titles. Kevin Jack, he kind of burst on the scene that first year out of nowhere. Remember, he had the red shirt pulled off. He was going to red shirt that first year. He became an All-American, and he never slowed down. Ryan trying to follow along those lines. They knew he was going to be the guy, though, this year. Here comes that underhook, switching to the front headlock. Look at the change. Just bang, just switching different angles, different sides. Matthews trying to hit you.
One of the things Coach Popolizzo said is the core strength of the Jacks. They have this unique strength. It's just, he said when you wrestle them, they have a core strength, but you feel it. It's weird. I don't know if you ever wrestle someone that just had this weird strength, like, hey, they're pretty strong. It just doesn't feel like the neck. Oh, snap down right into a single. So this is the same position that happened in the first period where Cole Matthews, I mean, this is the exact same position. Who has learned? And Ryan Jack said, you know what, let me just go back to my feet. I don't know if I want to get back to the same situation I was before.
Yeah, we asked Papa Please, what was the biggest difference between Ryan and Kevin? He said Kevin was just a hammer on top. Well, we've seen Ryan really good at scoring from his feet. That's been his weapon this year. Still very young, just a freshman. Ear to ear, the two wrestlers tied up, center of the mat, 30 seconds to go, and a 2-2 tie. Riding time in favor of Matthews, but just by a second, a minute 1 riding time.
So I wonder, since will Cole Matthews go underneath? He's got the riding time and he feels pretty confident on his feet. So I wonder, what is he going to pick?
We are about to find out, and without hesitation, he says, I'm going down. Luke Pletcher has been such a wonderful model for him inside that Pitt room. Pletcher from Ohio State. He was one of the seniors you felt bad for in 2020 when COVID canceled the NCAAs. Pletcher was the top seed at 141 that year. He was on course maybe for a national championship. Joined the Pitt staff, and when he first came aboard, he would tee it up with Matthews, and they would end up in football scores in favor of Pletcher. Matthews has closed the gap a little bit. Just taught him so much these past couple of years, and it's really all came to fruition this year when you look at the body of work for Cole Matthews.
And this is where Ryan Jack was in the semifinal match. Down by 1 against a very quick wrestler. He's going to see if he can figure this thing out. And it seems to me every time Cole Matthews tries to get to an underhook, Ryan Jack kind of just backs out. But at some point, he's got to show himself. He's got to show himself. He's got to create the offense, and that's what Cole Matthews is really good at. When people shoot in on him, looking to the front headlock. So he knows he doesn't have to do anything. He's keeping his back to the center. He's holding center. And Ryan Jack is on the outside. And Ryan Jack knows that he's got to do something. It's 30 seconds. If he wants to be an ACC champion, he's got to put himself out there. And back to the same position. Back to the same position. Nothing yet. Is he there? Neutral danger. Neutral danger. No. What? Look at this. They're kicking and kicking and kicking. Nothing. And of course, Popley is going to throw a brick. Of course, he's going to walk over and say, look. I think there was a little late on the neutral danger. Let's see what he's asking a question about. So he's going over to the independent reviewer. And the question is, what is he questioning? And is he questioning, there wasn't a takedown, but maybe the neutral danger. So at this point, Jack is trying to get around. No control, clearly no control. But here's the question. Did the official miss the neutral danger for 3 seconds? Did he miss it? We're seeing it in slow motion. So in slow motion, you're saying, of course he got it. But in real time, it is a different story. So that's my assumption. I did not hear what the question was. Quick look, and what's the answer? After further review, no takedown. Cole Matthews. No expression. Another day at the office. Another day at the office. This is how he wins. Just like his coach. just like his coach. Even kill. I was the #1 seed. I'm supposed to win. This is the first takedown, the only takedown, controlling the hips, and just doing what a #1 seed is supposed to do.